Hello everyone and welcome to Rudy's Retro Intel. Today's show is part 2 of the Apple II Plus evaluation. In the last video we got the Apple II Plus going. We made sure the power supply was good and everything was seated okay chip wise. Deoxed the sockets and everything looked like it's working. We ran some tests. Everything's good. But today we're going to look at a couple of different cards. First thing, we're going to look at this card. This is the 80 column card, which allows you to do 80 columns because the default is a 40 column, and we need that in order to test this. This is the CPM card, a soft card. This is the a clone, but it's the Microsoft made one. It's the CPM card for running business software. And then we'll look at this other card. This is a bit bigger card. This is also a CPM. It's called the Apple card, and it runs CPM faster. It's got a faster processor and even additional memory. And if we have time, we'll look at some other cards that have come along with this computer. So let's peek inside and poke around. So here we are back at the bench. We have the Apple II out still, and we're going to try to get the 80 column card going. We need the 80 column card to work in order for us to run CPM, because CPM runs in 80 column mode. And on Apple IIe, you just pop it in and it's got a built-in 80 columns, so you're good to go pretty much on the 2e. But the 2 Plus only had a 40 column card, and you need to have this additional card in order to get 80 columns. Now, I've already pressed all the chips on this card. This is fine. Everything looks good. The connectors look a little bit corroded, so I'm just going to clean them with a fiber pen. You can use an ink eraser or even a deoxid or whatever to spray it, but I like to use the pen on it. So I'm just going to quickly just rub the pins so that they're nice and shiny. It looks good on that side. Let's try the other side. So yeah, you want to make sure that it's got good contacts in the socket. I've already put the deoxit in all the slots, and yeah, so we're good to go. It's nice and much shinier now, and I'm sure it's coming up. The way this one works is an interesting card. There is another card. Where did it go? Give me one moment. This card, this is the other 80 column card. It's an 80 column card. It's what it does, and it's got a connector here. Now the connector on this one here, let's see if it's showing up better. Let me just turn this off. Alright, so on this card it's got a connector here that allows you to get 80 columns. But what you have to do is you have to unplug the video cable from your computer and plug it into the cable which connects here. And that gives you 80 column, and then when you're done you have to unplug it and plug it back into your Apple II Plus. So it's a good card, it's great, but this other one here that I have is much better because it allows you to it has 2 jacks here, and allows you then to plug your Apple II into the card, and then from the other jack out to your monitor, so you can get both the 40 column and the 80 column running without having to unplug cables and plug cables back in. So I like to test out this card. Let me just check one little thing here, make sure these connections are all clean. This is for the video, and yeah, it looks good. All right. Yep, I think we should give it a try. So the way it works is that the top goes to your computer. So I have a cable that plugs from the back of the 2 Plus, and it goes here onto this slot here. The next cable, this next cable plugs on the bottom, and this goes out to the monitor. So the top one is goes from your card to the computer, and then the bottom one goes out to your monitor. And that way we should be able to see both the 40 column and the 80 column without moving wires around. Now this goes into slot 3, So if you're not sure how the slots go, this is 7. 6 is the one you plug your floppy drive in, which we'll do that next. So it's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So this is slot 3, and this will go in there. So we have that in slot 3 right now. We have the cables all kind of a bit of everywhere. So let me just kind of clean that up a little bit. Yeah. So it's interesting how the cards have these cables, but the connector isn't on the back, like more modern PCs have ports on the back, and this one has a slot is on the connector's on the front of the card, so you have to kind of like run wires inside the case and all that kind of goodness. So let's set that up, and we don't need the diskette. We're not going to plug the controller. We're just going to boot it up and see if we get an 80 columns. So let's give that a try. Let's put the camera back on. Aha. There we go. We have the Apple. So the cable on the top. So the cable on the top, the connection on the top, the connection on the top goes to your 2 Plus, and the connection on the bottom goes to your monitor. So as you can see, we are in the 40 column mode. Again, apologize for the flickering. My retro tank. I think I'm gonna get a new one because it's acting up. So here we are. We can see we're in 40 column. To enable or engage the 80 column, you do PR. So PR number 3, because 3 is the slot it's in. So it's slot 3. Let's put that in. And is it working? Oh, look at that! It is working. We got we got this weird 9 showing up on the screen, but as you can see, we are typing in 80 column mode. Put in the floppy drive controller card. Again, this controller card goes into slot 6 if you want to boot up off it. And I have a CPM diskette in there, so let's see if it loads up CPM. This should boot up into CPM with the 80 column mode, and it cannot find Z80 card. Yep, you know what I did wrong? I forgot to put in the Z80 card. Here is the Z80 card. Let's clean this one also. The connectors are dirty, and a little bit of a wipe with this pen. Again, you can use a ink eraser or an eraser that's kind of, the pencil eraser that's dried out after years, they get hard. You can use that too to just give it a bit of a clean. Okay, so here is the card. Let's pop that in. I'm going to put it into slot 4, which is right beside slot 3. And okay, so the CPM card, let me do that. All right, the slot 3 is the 80 column card. Slot 4 is the CPM card. Let's turn the camera back on and give it a boot. Let's see if it finds CPM. Oh, it loaded CPM. Let's switch cameras. And there we are. CPM, soft card CPM. 68K version 2.23 1980 to 1982 Microsoft. So in CPM, it's to view the content of your disk, you just type in dir, and there we go. We have CPM up and running. So I'm not gonna run programs. I just want to see if the CPM card is working. It is working. It is loaded up here. We can run, let's say stat, whoops, and that's a CPM program that gives us the space of your diskette. So it looks like it's working. I'd have to run some more CPM software like WordStar or DB2 or something to show that it's actually working, but we're not going to get into that at this moment. So we know that the CPM card is working. We know the 80 column card is working. And now what we're going to try next is we're going to try this other card. So this is, oops, let's go back. This is the Apply card. This card here has CPM. It's used for CPM, but it's got a faster CPU. I believe I think it's 1 megahertz, and this is like 2, or it could be more. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll have to do some looking up. I'm gonna reseat all the memory on here. I want to reseat all the ICs on here. Yep, they kind of crack, meaning that that they are needed to be done. I'm gonna clean the connectors on this one too, because these connectors are dirty. Dirty. It's not gonna work. So not work properly. Let's put it that way. And you could have intermittent issues. You think, oh, it's something wrong with the software, but meanwhile, it's not getting all the signals from the slot. So this is going to go into slot 4 again. And the neat thing is that this has got a little piece here that sticks out, and that rests on the motherboard so that the card isn't putting a lot of weight on the slot. So that goes into 4. We're going to put that in there, and then I'm going to get that lined up. Okay, so it is now in there. Now, to run this, we need the special software for the AppleCard software. Let me pull that out, and we'll get to the test. All right, I got the software. This is for the AppleCard. It's specialized software. It's not the regular CPM. It's special CPM that will use the functionality of that card. If you plug a regular CPM diskette in it, it won't work. So let's put that in. Let's give it a shot. See if this card works. Let's switch screens. It's loading drivers. Good sign. There we are, CPM. And we have CPM on the screen. So, yep, this is working. The neat thing is, listen, if you can it'll pick up. It clicks every time you hit a key. So that's a functionality within the card. Again, I'm not going to do any more testing for now. Let's just move on and see if we can, what other card we should test next. Well, that's the cards so far. We have the serial card, the 80 column card, and 2 different CPM cards. I think now it's time to let's test the game. Let's see if the games work on this thing. Let's try it out. I'm going to try one of my favorite games. I have a lot of favorite games, and we're going to try Mario Brothers. Let me switch screens here, and we'll pick a F. And we'll load up Mario Brothers. So let's see if the video works better, and let's see if the colors come through. Okay, this has been hacked. Yep. Okay, spacebar, player 1, and keyboard. And this one is coming out in black. In black and white. Why? My capture card. Let's try that again. Let's see if this will work in color. This was working in color. No. There we go. Now we have color. So this is Mario Brothers. Yep, we're going to pick keyboard, and we're going to start. Oops. I never said I was good at this game. Oh, come on, turtles. Let's get those turtles. Anyway, that's, I'm not in the, it looks like I'm not, there we go. Yay, I'm getting the, alright, so we get the turtles, yes. And, yeah. And let's go here, and, I think that's going to be it for the video today. We see how you saw we got some cards working. The Apple II Plus looks like it's just fine. I'm having issues, but I think the issues are with my capture device. The Retro Tink. I think I have to buy another one or a different brand or something. Figure out why it's kind of sometimes showing color, sometimes it's not, sometimes it's the signal. I'm sure if I plugged in a regular monitor like composite, 1701 Commodore monitor, which is color, it'd be come out just fine. I have other ones which are monochrome. I have an Apple monitor I can plug in. Anyways, there's a lot of different things we can do. It just my capture device isn't working really well. But that's it for part 2. If you'd like to see a part 3 where I have the actual Amber monitor that needs to be tested, and I have some other cards. I have a two printer cards. So if they get a printer up, hook that up. We have a modem card. This is a modem which you would just plug in your phone line into here, and it would dial out to your BBSs and go from there. But unfortunately, I have no way to test that because we no longer have phone lines in our house. So I have a sound card which we could test out. So that'll be another video. If you're interested in seeing a video, an additional video on more testing of these different cards, let me know in the comments. In the meantime, thank you so much for coming. Hopefully hit the subscribe and like button. If you're interested, please become a Patreon member to help me out to purchase more things we can test on the site or on the channel. And thanks again. Have a great day. Take care.